companies can unlock a lot of value by reducing their days sales and inventory. A lower DSI has a number of benefits. For example, a shorter cash conversion cycle, lower inventory holding costs, and the ability to operate with narrow margins. Let's look at each of these benefits in more detail, and we'll start with the cash conversion cycle. Reducing a company's DSI shortens its cash conversion cycle. The cash conversion cycle, also known as the cash-to-cash cycle, is the sum of DSI and days sales outstanding minus days payable outstanding. The cash conversion cycle is thus the number of days between when a company pays cash to its suppliers and receives cash from its customers. In other words, it's the number of days the company needs to finance its inventory, not counting any financing provided by the company's suppliers. If a company can reduce days sales and inventory, it can reduce the number of days in the cash conversion cycle, which means the company will need less capital to finance its inventory. For example, let's say it takes 34 days for ABC Manufacturing to sell its inventory. Once the inventory has been sold, it takes ABC 26 days to collect payment from its customers. And ABC pays its suppliers for its inventory 20 days after purchasing it. The length of ABC's cash conversion cycle is thus 40 days. Here's why this is important. After ABC acquires inventory, it takes 60 days for it to sell and receive cash for that inventory. ABC doesn't need to pay its suppliers for the first 20 days, so the suppliers effectively finance the inventory for the first 20 days. But when ABC does pay its suppliers after 20 days, ABC is still 40 days away from receiving cash from customers for that inventory. Thus, ABC needs to find a way to finance that inventory for the remaining 40 days. The 40 days is thus ABC's cash conversion cycle, and it measures the amount of time between when ABC pays its suppliers and when ABC receives cash from customers. Now, ABC can finance the inventory during that 40 days by borrowing money, raising money from investors, or using capital it already has on hand. But each of these options is costly. Lenders will require interest, investors will want a return on their investment, and if ABC uses its own capital, this will result in an opportunity cost. The longer the cash conversion cycle, the longer ABC will have capital tied up in inventory and require financing. In a perfect world, companies would love to sell their inventory and receive cash from customers before they even have to pay for the inventory. That's called having a negative cash conversion cycle. While this might seem impossible, some companies have actually accomplished this. Costco said in a 10-K filing, quote, "We generally sell inventory before we are required to pay for it, even while taking advantage of early payment discounts." Next, let's discuss inventory holding costs. Reducing days sales and inventory can dramatically reduce a company's inventory holding costs. It's not free to hold inventory, as companies incur the costs of storing the inventory, insuring the inventory against loss from fire, storm, and shipwreck, safeguarding the inventory with security measures, and paying property taxes on the inventory. Some inventory faces the risk of obsolescence, and other inventory faces the risk of spoilage. Inventory may also be lost, broken, or stolen. These events can lead to inventory write-downs that reduce the company's profit. There's also the opportunity cost of holding inventory, as the capital that's tied up in inventory could otherwise be deployed on other projects or invested in securities to earn a return. Each additional day of holding inventory increases the company's costs. Thus, if a company can reduce its days sales and inventory, it'll hold the inventory for shorter periods of time and reduce inventory holding costs. A company that sells its laptops in 30 days, for example, will have lower inventory holding costs than a company that takes 180 days to sell laptops. And this matters because inventory is usually one of the largest balance sheet items for manufacturers and retailers. Thus, trimming a company's inventory holding costs by reducing DSI can have a significant effect on the company's bottom line. Finally, let's talk about profit margins. Reducing days sales and inventory allows a company to achieve profitability with a very low gross margin percentage. Costco is a great example of this. In 2021, its gross margin percentage was just 11%, yet its net income was $5 billion. Costco achieved this in part due to its high inventory turnover. Its days sales and inventory was just 28. As Costco said in its 10-K filing, quote, "High sales volumes and rapid inventory turnover enable us to operate profitably at significantly lower gross margins than most other retailers." In short, If you're selling a can of soup every single hour, you don't need to make as much profit per can of soup as a competitor that takes an entire week to sell a can of soup. For example, let's say you have 2 car dealerships. Dealership A sells 10 cars a week at a markup of $2,000 a car. Dealership B sells 30 cars a week at a markup of $1,000 a car. You can see that dealership B earns 50% more gross profit than dealership A, even though dealership B sells its vehicles at a lower markup. Thus, by selling inventory more quickly, you can achieve profitability with narrower margins. And that's it. If you'd like to receive a series of PDF guides like the one I used to create this video, plus an Excel dashboard and a DSI calculator, you can sign up for my email list in the description section below. You can also become a supporter on Patreon and access the PDF guide and Excel file today.